We're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Looking Glass, our Glitter Hearts one-shot bet for Pride Month here on Daisies and Dragons. We're so glad to have you with us here as we play through this lovely jaunt of a game. I am your humble game master, Valiant Dorian. I use he, him, his pronouns. I'm a Daisy transmasc individual who is wearing a white beige Henley shirt with a really short, great effort beard and a very, very tousled mullet sort of hairstyle we've got going on here with a tortoiseshell glasses. And today we are here for Pride Month, but we're also here. I'm honored to be your GM, and I'll be GMing a lighthearted, very gay, magical girl Power Rangers jaunt of a one-shot using Glitter Hearts, a system created by Greg Leatherman, who is a queer game designer. So before we go on to character introductions and prompting of the rest of the stream, we are here to raise funds for the Millat Foundation fundraiser. Build a home for HIV-positive children living under the poverty line in India. There are two ways for y'all to support our efforts. You can first support us by getting the Pride Daisies bundle. It is $10 for over 50 games by primarily queer POC creators. It also includes fantastic games like Wander Home and Thirsty Sword Lesbians. And we've already raised $2,500, and our next goal is $3,000. I would humbly challenge that maybe we can get this before the end of the month, maybe before the end of the stream. I would love to see y'all make that effort. Well, let's get some good games and support a good cause. The second way in which you can support us is to donate directly to the foundation, and you can do that by going to bit.ly/memorial trust. I'll say that again. It is bit.ly/memorial trust. There we go.
You can also just type !support in chat and you will get the link.
Do that as well. And throughout the game in the Looking Glass, if y'all are so inclined, as if you've donated, I will honor those donations with incentives. There are a few that we have. At $10, you can gift a player of your choice a reroll. At $15, you can gift the party a reroll. At $20, you can give the party a hot NPC that I will have no choice but to insert into whatever scenario y'all have donated it in. At $30, you will give the party a free auto quit for them to use. And at $50, should you be so generous, you will donate for myself, the evil GM, to introduce a plot twist upon of our players. These donation incentives will influence what we do and how we play, and use !point support to find out the ways in which you can help us and donate. We do ask that if you do so and you wish to impact the game in that way, please let us know in chat, and we will be sure to keep track of that and introduce all the chaos into the game. Now, before we go on, I want to introduce my incredible cast of players. Hello, players. We're going to start with Chirag. Chirag, please tell us your name, your pronouns, your hero name and pronouns, please. Thank you very much.
Sure. Hi, my name is Chirag Ghaznani. My pronouns are he, him. One of the co-founders of Daisy Dragons. You've probably seen me on one of these before. If you haven't, hi, welcome to this show. And when I'm not here writing, streaming, and I'll be playing the Thunderheart Blue. It's blue, and also he, him pronouns. And yeah, exciting times.
Amazing. Indrani, take us away.
Hello everybody, my name is Indrani, my pronouns are she, they. I am wearing a pink top and my hair is up in a bun. I have really well done cat eyeliner and some lipstick on. I will be playing Sitara. Her pronouns are she, her, and she is an overconfident drama theater kid.
I love that for her. Asis.
Oh, hi. My name's Asis. My pronouns are she, her. I'm wearing a yellow dress and glasses and lesbian pride earrings, and there's pride flags behind me. And I'll be playing June, whose pronouns are she, her.
Thank you so much. Shubham, tell us about yourself and your character.
Hi, my name is Shubham. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a nice, cleanly shaven bald head, blue glasses, a good attempt at a beard, I'd say. It's running well. It's I think in its 10th month of existence. I'm happy about. Rocking a denim jacket and a purple shirt because I'm represented by the color purple today. And my character name is Dinky, whose pronouns are she, her. And Dinky doesn't do introductions.
Oh, she's so hot. I love her already. She's too cool.
You're like, oh, hello.
Like, you don't do introductions? Hello? Kidding me.
And Poorna, last but never least, please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, my name is Poorna. You can find me on the internet as @Poorna. I am wearing a black t-shirt and a scrunchie in green for reasons. I am playing Jen, pronouns she, they, and Jen is working through some angst right now in what would be therapy but isn't, and her superhero name is Myra.
Myra.
Also she, they.
Fantastic. Alrighty, gang. I know what y'all are here for. You're here for an exciting, incredible game. But before we get into that, here's some content warnings for this session, because your safety is paramount. Content warnings for this session include fantasy violence, monsters and monstrosity, descriptions of fast-moving water, and descriptions of heights and shifting gravity. Please know that myself, as well as members of this table, are using safety tools on and off the table, and that your safety is paramount. You need to step away for any reason at all. Please do so. Your safety and health is paramount. Alrighty, gang. And with that, let us hop right in to the Looking Glass. Welcome to the cozy college town of Ayu Alam. The crisp winter air enveloping and reinvigorating the residents of this sleepy, cozy, humdrum town. Today is the winter solstice, and this tight-knit community celebrates an annual gorgeous winter fair with a winter stage play as its highlight event of the evening. You see members of the public milling about these many stalls lit in fairy lights, decorated in all manner of wintry garb and decorations. You see children building snowmen, couples skating on an ice on the now frozen lake overlooking the beautiful hills in which this winter fair is now taking place. It is now the early evening. The oranges and the pinks of the sunset are now peeking behind the now drying out trees, that the bark's now bare. And behind these trees, you see the folks are bustling between stalls, the games, ice skating. And now we settle upon a larger stall, huge canopy encompassing a wide space, let's say about like 20 feet square for space. There are outdoor tables. There is a makeshift bar made out of wood and planks and crates. It is for the Wildcat Groove Recreation Center, the local community center and rec center, here to support the community and now feed the community with its signature milkshakes and set meals on this fine winter evening. There's some time before the stage play is to commence, about 25 to 30 minutes before everyone is expected to be seated. And we all converge on 5 individuals sat huddled around a corner table, probably one closest to the bar, talking in deep discussion. My friends, I would like to start with Thunderheart Blue Zaire. Please describe to us what your character looks like and what are they doing as you're all huddled around this table speaking to one another. In fact, I'll give you a prompt just before that. At the center of the table sits a cute rounded object, kind of looks like a coffee Keurig. But the one thing interesting about this coffee Keurig is that it has bright eyes and a wide mouth that it speaks through the flaps of its Keurig opening. As he begins speaking and says, "Gang, listen up.
I know the macaw's gonna be striking tonight. Is everyone ready?
There, please tell us what your character looks like and how you're responding to your compatriot Blendy, the sentient coffee Keurig.
Sure. We're indoors, right? You said.
It's probably out. We're in an outdoor area, but we are shaded under a canopy, and y'all closest to the bar.
Sure. Here, Zaya is a young man. He's got a blue. Looks almost like he's like in a runner's up. He's got like shorts on. He's got like a blue not tank top, blue jogging shirt on. But he's got on roller skates on because he's actually working. He also got a little bit of like an apron. So he's one of this diner where he goes around and he's like, when he's not here, he has a little thing to like go around, bring food along. That full kind of like 50s diner vibe where he's like going in like, Jughead ordered the extra milkshake, that kind of like vibe. Mm-hmm. He's got a nose ring, earrings on both sides, like small unadored one, and he's shaved. His head is like thin shaved on this side, but like open hair on this one. And he's bright, he's excitable, and he's also like a little, he was very excited for today. And then the talking coffee Keurig wanted to come out, and then he's like, that's to keep on like, no one, look here. Oh, why do you have to come on such a busy day? And it's just like he's just trying to make sure like he's like preventing anyone from like noticing what's happening at this table. It's like, are you sure McCall would attack today? It's like it's a Christmas. Wouldn't he take the day off? It's like almost a holiday.
I spent 100 years imprisoned with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I know the man's schedule. They see party. They see opportunity. They want to crash it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Not everyone has the wherewithal to have extreme character development upon meeting 5 inspirational teens, I'll have you know. Not everyone inspired that way. I'm a odd one out. Next, for our introductions, I would love to hear what Dinky has to say about this, because what she looks like and her general vibe in response to the situation.
Dinky's sitting with one leg up on the pedestal, like on the stool, and sipping a drink of sorts that may or may not have been dashed with something that is not age appropriate for her. And she looks over and goes, nothing surprising about them ruining good fun. Evil never sleeps.
Evil never sleeps. Exactly.
And you see Blendy now turn over to Mira and say, Mira, you listening? I know you got your play in 25 minutes, but we gotta make a plan.
Start at the very... No, it's fine. Fine. And you see Mira, who is dressed in this sort of pink gown, like, and has this sort of like apron to her front, is holding like a stack of sheets in her hands, and is just like in the background has been vocalizing and doing exercises, practicing for the musical that she's finally going to be playing the lead in tonight, and is more distracted than she should be when the matter of saving the world is at hand. But eventually, when prodded, puts it down, turns around and goes, yeah, I'm here. This is obviously very important to all of us.
Yes.
And I agree with whatever you all want to do, honestly. No, but dear. Sorry.
But if a coffee Keurig could sigh, that's exactly what Blendy does. As Blendy turns towards June and just says, what do you think, June? Do you think that you'll strike at the stage? What has your research yielded us? What rumors have you heard?
Okay, so June is wearing like a yellow t-shirt and a giant raggedy trench coat. And there's just like a bunch of like either papers or snacks sticking out of various pockets. Her hair is like shortish, but like hasn't been combed in like maybe like 2 weeks. And she's just holding and sipping like the largest container of like iced coffee possible. And she'll take a sip and be like, paranormal things love attacking big shows. But he's gonna attack. I think he's going to attack.
Hey,
And
I'm not paranoid here. June agrees.
You know
Uh,
that's not helping your case at all, right? If June agrees. No offense.
oh god, case. And Jude just opens up a case file that she was supposed to be reading and starts reading that.
Are you sure you haven't had too many coffee pods inside your Keurig, Blendy?
I don't consume the coffee I spit out.
Then
I
why do you
am
keep
an
asking
amorph-
for it? Why do you keep asking for the imported ones?
They smell nice.
It was kind of nice.
Hey, amorphous magical entities deserve olfactory satisfaction too, okay? And Bloody turns over to Chan and is just like, right? I deserve that.
Yep.
Ooh, what a lively
Dinky kinks a glass over to what do you call it? To that yep, just like exactly agreed. Then just goes back to sipping quietly.
Okay. I feel like Mira looks around between all of us. With all our shared history, I think we should take what you have to say seriously. And if nobody else will, I will. Even though it means that I may never get this chance again, right? So if this play goes wrong, my life will end. So, I really don't want this play to go wrong. And if that means we need to save the world, fine, let's do it. What do you suggest? And I turn to June, because I always turn to June when it comes to these things.
It's like, well, if the macaw attacks, your life will also end. We should start like sending out feelers, like get our best detectives on the case. Commune with the people, figure out if anybody's heard something suspicious. But ignore the things about the rats. People have heard things about the rats. Don't worry about that. I've got that covered.
You
Mhm.
inspire so much trust in me.
I'm now a little concerned about the rats. I'm not gonna lie.
We need to focus. Macau is gonna attack, and Dinky, do you want to maybe lead us into great battle against Macau once and for all, so that my play doesn't get delayed?
I'm not going to do it to protect the blade. There's nothing cool about trying to impress a bunch of people with your artistic
Exactly.
skills. Art should be created for your own personal growth and not for the entertainment of masses that are otherwise soullessly just going to consume everything that's thrown their way anyway.
It is personal growth. I was a shard of grass the last time we did a play.
And it
This
was
is
a
Yeah.
growth.
compelling performance then, and it is a compelling performance now.
And you wore
Um,
my color too. I didn't appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was a
Grass
lovely
just
bit of
comes.
grass.
Thank you.
And
So,
you look
like-
great in
like
green
the
as
grass.
well. And I can say.
Oh, thanks. Anyway,
I'm good. I will punch Macaw if Macaw tries to disrupt things. Yes.
guys, death is inevitable. I don't know why we're so concerned about this.
I will say now, as your sweet little GM, just letting you know, should you want to use this now or save it for later, that'll be your choice. One of y'all can roll a pure chance roll to consult your mystical creature. This being Blendy,
Hmm.
for insight as to your situation.
Okay.
If that's something you would like to do, you don't have
I'm-
to.
I mean, I have a funny idea to do it. Is it just
So
like
funny-
he can? If it's just like I have to ask a question, or just like what info you got kind of situation?
So you can ask your question and then roll, or you can roll and then ask the question, whichever you want to do first.
I
And
guess the question, like what's it called? I think our question should be something like, where where exactly, or should it be when Like that's the kind of, like if we know where, we can kind of like go there and kind of coordinate. If we know when, we can kind of like, okay, we can relax until then. Which you think is a better question?
What do y'all think?
I think where, because Blendy is already telling us when.
Yeah,
Today,
that's true.
right now.
Yeah, we only got
So-
25 minutes before
Exactly.
showtime. Probably 20 now. All right. Okay. So yeah. All right, Blendy, we need the answers. Pulls out the special magical coffee pod, puts it in. Blend. All right, give us the answers. Blendy mode, activate. Oracle of coffee. Boing.
Okay, roll me 2d6 right
Here we
now.
go.
We'll see how this goes. But yeah, you insert this coffee pod into Bloody. Bloody's just like, wait, what? And then you seal it and press the button, and then the coffee turns on and it spins within the machinery, which is interesting because it's an amorphous creature.
Sure.
Yeah, tell me what you rolled on your 2d6.
8. Total of 8.
Total of 8. Let's see. Okay, on a 7 to 9, they aren't sure what is happening, but have your back. I think the way this is going to manifest is that Blendy, after that incredible amount of coffee, and he's blessed with the aroma, they kind of look to you all and go, oh, yeah, I sense there's a lot of smells here. There's too many competing smells. Even my most fragrant coffee can't beat all the smell of all these people and
Teenagers.
and chat and all these snacks, and I can't. But I got your back. Listen, I don't know where exactly the macaw's gonna strike, but it's gotta be where all the people are going to be, because we all know the macaw loves to make a spectacle, and I want you all to know we've made it this far by being the macaw. Tonight's gonna be no different, and I got your backs no matter what happens. Just make sure to carry me, because I do not have legs as a coffee Chirag.
Just check it. We
should
bring
work
him
on that.
into battle with us, or we like leave him somewhere safely behind.
It's up to you.
We have to bring him into battle. He's our like,
All right. Okay.
he's our
He's our
king.
he's our custom blend.
He's your custom blend.
I love this. And when Blendy says this, I, still holding on to that stack of the lyrics, and I stand up and I'm like, obviously it's gonna be my play tonight. Everybody's coming to that because that's the grand finale, right?
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Macau was out to get me, and me specifically. I knew it.
Yes, it does seem like that. What did you do to him?
I don't know. I feel like the ice cream stall that's going to come by later on could also be the point of. It's just as important,
Yeah.
really.
I think it's fair to
Everybody
loves
assume.
ice cream.
I think it's fair to assume that an evil being that wants to take over the entire world, entire life revolves around a teenager. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Everything revolves around us
There's also that.
teenagers.
The
Ask Joss
teenagers are the
Whedon.
future.
I'm
A lot of stuff does revolve around me.
I'm sensing sarcasm in here, but I refuse to
No,
let
so
you
how was being
all
completely
down
serious?
my energy today.
I don't know about the other two.
It's great because there are two people who are like completely insincere all
Yeah.
times, and then there who is not. I'm gonna die.
Are you okay?
Before
This is what
anything
you
else-
get for shitting on my play.
I agree. So what's hilarious is I'm having podi idli, and I think there's a little bit of gunpowder that went in the wrong direction.
Oh no!
So
That
yeah, I'm fine.
Ain't that
Get
the
him
way
back.
it be?
All right.
Okay.
So,
Ah,
Well, listen, why don't we go to the auditorium or wherever GM our play will be held tonight? Is it like
Yes.
an open air amphitheater? What's happening?
It is kind of like an open air amphitheater. There's kind of like a little community. Oh, baby, hello. Sorry, cats. When cats show up, you are legally obligated to say, "Oh, hi, baby."
That's
I'm
true.
only doing
hi,
my
baby.
I
legal
can confirm.
duties.
Maybe.
What's up, Minnie?
Yeah, so this is a outdoor sort of like amphitheater sort of situation. There's stone kind of, I don't want to say bleachers, but like stone seating that like sits curved and facing a makeshift stage that y'all would have probably built the night before, and it is overlooking the Ayu Alam Lake that is now frozen over.
It's the lake. Why don't we just go there, all of us? You, me, we can go there and make sure that the set looks okay, and also that impending doom and all that. Does it really have to happen today? GM, can I try to glimpse the truth? To see,
Would like to glimpse the truth, you say?
to
You would
see
like to...
if my play will really be disrupted unless we all come together and fix this.
Sure,
I love that
let's-
this game is glitter hearts about magic girls, and 3 out of 5 are just jaded. Are just like we're
Yeah.
not this.
Yeah,
Let's do it,
Jaded.
guys! With the power of friendship, and you're all gone.
I'm not,
Literally.
Yeah,
To be fair-
you can...
I'm not jaded. I see things.
Of course, I apologize.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for me. Roll with mental to see if you can pick up clues. We can say that y'all are like beginning to make your way over to that area if you want to like investigate
Yes.
together.
I kind of like say, I'm taking my 15-minute break, and I throw it off at Bulkmean at the other server who doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you see behind the counter, as you toss that to the other server, you see from behind the counter Auntie Hema, who is the owner of the Wildcat Groove Rec Center, and she goes, Isaiah, yeah, you go on ahead, darling. I'll see you later. She's this older, chubby woman with a short undercut, and she is this warm and jolly woman. She smiles over to you, and then notices that you're going with your friends. She tosses towards you like a handful of a pouch, and inside it is a handful of just run-of-the-mill like snack bars for you all to consume. And she is like, "You can stay out of trouble, okay?"
Thank you,
I
Auntie.
instantly grab one.
A
Like,
queer icon.
seriously.
Himanti is.
Emma Auntie
Love
is a
Emma
queer
Auntie.
icon. She is an emotionally available butch lesbian.
I want
and she
him auntie
loves
to
you
adopt
all.
me.
I love Himanti.
Dinky just points towards her glass and goes,
Mhm.
"Don't drink that. Don't throw that away. I want to still finish it when I come back."
Cha. No worries, I'll handle it. You all go up.
Thank you, Auntie. And I say as I sort of take off towards the the open air theater,
Mhm.
or also one of my moves, because my mystical my everyday identity is the overconfident. I have a
Okay.
move that's called I know what's really going on. When I glimpse the truth, I gain a
Uh-huh.
power point if I roll 6 or less, and the outcome will reinforce my belief about the world, no matter how wrong that belief is. With that in mind,
With that in mind, please roll me a 2d6 with your mental, and please let me know where we're going with this.
all right, I have rolled a 3 and a 2, so that's a total of 5, and my mental is a -1, so that's 4.
I would like to.
Uh-huh.
I would like to do something which my ability is what's really going on, where I'm also looking for things that others don't notice. But when I glimpse the truth, I can roll mystical instead.
Okay,
Because-
yep.
But my worldview is not going to be the same, so it's fine.
Okay, while you're rolling that, for you,
Yes.
you're unable to ask me any questions based on the move, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But as you do say, you roll below a 6, so you do add 1 to your power pool that you can use later on as a bonus to your rolls, should you choose to do so. And your view of the world is reinforced. I think your paranoia is probably what's fueling you right now. You finally got this role. Everything is finally falling into place for you at the school and everything. And now the macaw is going to be like crashing your parade. You're absolutely paranoid. You're sure that they're going to strike here. And that paranoia is probably preventing you from seeing the finer details of what's happening around here.
Um,
Yes, Poorna?
Go
my
for it.
roll my roll was 12.
Ooh.
Ah.
Well, so here's a wonderful thing about rolling a 10 plus is that you get a hold 3, which means you get plus 3 that you can use at any point in the future.
Yes.
So you can divide that, you maybe just adding a +1 for each roll, or however you want to divvy it up. And on a 12 plus, you're able to ask me any question about the situation that's not on the list. And since you have a hold 3, you can ask me one of the 3 questions that's here. You can save one and be a bonus, or you can ask me a question that's not listed here. It's up to you. So you can ask me a total of 4 questions, basically, if you want to spend it all now.
Is it possible to consult with my?
Yeah, you can consult with your party.
Hey,
Y'all
power
can-
group.
This is the questions are on page 62. If y'all want to take a quick view of what the questions are, I can quickly mouth off what they are. It is what happened here recently, what's about to happen, what's the most dangerous thing, what's the most useful thing, what needs to be protected, what is here, what here is not what it appears to be, who is in control, what new and useful information can I gather, and what sort of creature is it? So those are your questions. Those are the 9 questions.
So gang, I am leaning towards what here is not what it appears to be.
We can also, yeah.
Yeah.
We can also ask, we can ask off the list. We could be asked like, what specifically is coming? That could be like a thing. Like if we know, a pig monster's coming, we can like prepare differently from magical hurricanes coming. That's taking us away to Oz. I don't know. We don't know what's
I mean,
coming.
but that's kind of just what's about to happen.
True. That's actually what's about to happen. That makes more sense.
So
yeah, I guess we could ask those 2 and then ask the third based on the answer.
yeah. Everybody good with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
What-
So what's about to happen and what here is not what it appears to be.
As you all arrive in this space, twilight is now, sunset is approaching twilight. I saw your face, Indrani. The fairy. I just want to take the moment to let you know that I acknowledge that look that you gave. The fairy lights turning on around the theater. You see the stage managers beginning to like pull people aside. The ushers are letting people know where they can sit. Accessibility ramps are being put for folks who need mobile assistance. Things like that in preparation for your play. And as you're standing on this kind of bit of grass by the lake, bits of frost are frosting over. I'm going to answer the second question first before I answer the first. What's here that is not what they appear? The water looks very strange as you all kind of like look upon it. The lake is frozen over. When lakes freeze over, it's supposed to be strong enough to hold people. Otherwise, you'll not be allowed on the lake because you can fall and drown, right? And so many of you were under the assumption that the ice is several inches thick. But I think as all of you are kind of like looking around, Chen, I think this might be something that you would notice. There's a patch area on the ice where you notice water is moving underneath. Which means the ice is either really thin or there's something else going on the water. That's answering the second question. Answering the first question is that the water is moving. It starts off, you're just kind of like noticing it like tremble beneath the ice. And then you notice it kind of like peer above in the ice. Then you see it begin to sway as if it has some sort of ebb and flow, which it shouldn't if it's a frozen lake. Because you were able to discern all that, and you do have an additional thing. Is there something else you'd like to do? Ask in response to this, because right now you all not have the advantage, but you all have an idea of what's about to happen and are able to prepare.
just to consult quickly with the gang, should I ask what sort of creature it is? Or should I ask something else?
I
Oh,
would say
Hmm.
that maybe we should go for what's the most useful thing here? If we have ideas about what might happen, and my theory right now is that sort of weak spot where we see the water moving, maybe we go investigate it, or just like, dive in, see what happens. I think that should be our next move.
What could happen?
Listen,
but-
Mira. Just because you're a theater kid does not mean you always need to yes and, okay? You don't need to dive into the water. It doesn't need to happen.
I am just giving suggestions, all right? And if you have a better idea, I'm all ears for it. But that would be Mina's suggestion, is to see what is useful, like
Mhm.
close to us right now.
What do you think, Zara?
Let's see. I'm thinking like perhaps this. How close is the lake to the auditorium? Like, is it like right up to it, or is it like
you're not right up to it. It's a distance away. I'm trying to give y'all some aspect of distance. Let's say about 35 to 40 feet away.
Okay. So I'm just trying to think like, what needs to be protected might be a good one. It might tell us like whatever's coming, we might need to evacuate the auditorium. Alternatively, we could ask like, how can we deal with this, before it gets out? Because once it gets out of the ice, we can't really hide a monster fight, and the play must go on.
Hmm.
I think we can all agree the most important thing in all these things is someone getting their big theater debut as a lead.
What
And
if
as you're saying that, if you look for Mira, you'll see that she's already wandering back towards the stage manager with just like a pen in her hand and notes that she's made on The Sound of Music.
Okay, hold on. Getting that big, hook to like bring you back on stage. No, you don't. Come
I'll be
back.
back. I just have a few notes. And
Yeah, no,
sorry.
Mira.
You can text them.
Yeah, about Telegram.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So I can ask then. What is the most useful thing?
Well, how?
Or?
Yeah, or we can ask the question off because you got a 12+. We can ask like, how do we deal with this without endangering the people and the theater?
Good point, Sarah. You're so
So, that's
so
the question we
smart.
want to go for?
Yeah. Says
Mhm, what Sarah said.
As you are investigating and looking around from this place, y'all are trained, right? You were handpicked by the founders of the school itself, the spirits of them anyway, to hold their powers, right? And you have been heroes for a while. You know what you need to do. You need to protect the populace. And the best way for y'all to be able to do that is to be able to create distance between whatever the hell is about to happen and the audience members. Because as soon as they hit the audience members, things are gonna go haywire really, really quickly. So, the best way to approach this is probably not one that you all like very much, and that is approaching the weird water area. Because if you're able to find a little space, not dive in necessarily, but find a way to prevent, ambush, capture, surprise whatever is about to hop out of there, that might be your best shot. And finding a place to be able to transform so you're able to keep anonymity should something catch everyone's attention. That's probably your best way forward. Yes.
Valiant GM.
Yes.
If it's possible, I would like to
Yes.
ask whether we are allowed to keep an action prepared in this.
I would say so. I would say so because of your really good roll. I would say each of you can have an action prepared, a move prepared rather.
Then in my case, I think I would like to prepare Cold Grip of Fear.
Okay, what does that do?
Cold Grip of Fear means that I can encase my hands in ice, allowing me to freeze whatever being in place when I touch them.
That's a mystical move or what?
It is, yes.
Yeah. Cool. We will do rolls in a second. We'll enact the rolls once things are happening and when you want to deploy that. So, all right, I'll keep a note on that. What about other folks? What are y'all doing in preparation now that you know this information?
If I may, I will. So Dinky carries very little on her. Mostly, it's like a very thick leather belt, ethically sourced, of course. There is a pair of knuckle dusters that kind of just are more like rings, but they definitely do more than that. And the only other kind of accessory on an otherwise kind of very bare essentials outfit is a Polaroid camera that's slung across her at all times. And so she's just taking a bunch of photographs of things around them, especially for just noting like infractions from corporations and stuff like that, but also occasionally taking a picture of the lake and trying to see if there's anything weird going on.
Okay.
But that's me preparing, because I'll reveal like how, if it comes into play, when it comes into play, I'll reveal it. But yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
Should we be finding a safe place to morph? I mean, not morph, to non-copyright and initiate a magical transformation.
Legally distinct morphing.
Transform.
Yeah. Yantarize, or whatever we call it.
Transmutate.
Exactly. Yes.
An outfit change is what I like to call it.
Yeah, exactly. A dress rehearsal.
No, it's it's transforming, but like the trans is capital.
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Agreed.
Just
Trans
all
rights to
caps.
human rights.
Trans
Trans rights.
morphing.
Yeah. Yes, terrific transmorphing. Okay, yeah. So I guess just looking for somewhere that's like, okay, where's a place?
We could just go backstage. There's a changing room. Well, it's not a room. It's just 4 curtains that we put up, but like it's private enough.
It really is.
It's called a green room, but I still am not going.
I mean, somebody has to keep watch on the lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep watch on the lake. I don't mind transmorphing over here.
Me too.
Yeah. I think I think there's like a tree or something, so I can skate over there, because I didn't take off my roller skates. Skate over there to like keep an eye on the thing with a brave photographer and get ready to terrific transmorphicate. I don't know what we're calling it.
I like terrific transmorphicate.
We're really changing the name every other line here, and I'm just gonna roll with it.
It's got
all
some
right.
Dr. Professor
Neurodivergence.
Dr. Professor Uncle Energy for sure.
Yeah.
What is this, a crossover episode?
Hey.
I am going to go backstage to my 4 curtains.
I will. All right. In that case, tell us, describe to all of us how your because a key part about Glitter Hearts is your transformations. Tell us how your transformation looks like. Let's start with the person who actually went backstage. So you enter the little curtain changing room.
Yes.
Please narrate to us how your transformation looks like.
So it looks as though there's now suddenly a spotlight on me. Like there is this like light that's coming from this one direction, but there's no source of it that's shining down on me. And like I raise my arms and I do like these big sort of like flamboyant sort of stretches and movements, very graceful. And as I'm doing that and I'm turning my hands around, the sort of pink, blue, like sunset sort of colors of like glitter sort of starts enveloping my body. And as it's like sort of spiraling to the top, you see, well, nobody sees because as we've established in the changing room, nobody sees, but my outfit sort of transforms into this very impractical, but beautiful, like flowy gown with like ruffles and sort of like chiffon that once the transformation is complete makes me look like I am this magic girl from like the Regency period. It's just like this ballroom outfit that I fight in. And as my transformation completes, this my hand is still held out, and like this lip gloss forms in my hand, and I just go, and that's how I finish my
Hell
transformation.
yeah.
I love it.
I love
I
that.
love it.
Wonderful. Oh, that's gorgeous. And you complete your transformation. Asis,
Did
please
we
let
use
us.
Val?
Okay, so June's going to just like go to like the nearest like public bathroom and just go into a stall.
You just
Because
go
she's
to a
just like,
bathroom and
this is obvious.
transform.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Talk me through your transformation. What does June look like in her whatever the hell we're naming this formation?
Digivolve. June Digivolve to server.
June is digivolving too.
Um,
How many
So-
IPs can we reference in one stream? Make your
You can
It's
counter
fine. We
now.
don't make money off of the stream anyway, so you might as well.
This
you
is
know.
for charity, technically. I mean,
Also true. Yes, please.
Please donate to charity.
Okay, so in that cramped toilet stall, like a yellow light kind of just shines like from above and like encompasses June. And yeah, like very like yellow and golden glitter starts to like flow everywhere around her as she's like slightly lifted onto the ground. And like her her entire trench coat kind of just dissolves into nothingness. Her outfit slightly changes, so she's just wearing like just like a yellow crop top and like yellow sports shorts. And like a kind of like visored helmet forms over like the top of her face. Like very like think slightly like Cerebro Professor X types, but like way more like teenage nerd.
Of course.
And it has cat ears. Obviously, it has cat ears. And then a new trench coat just formed, which is yellower and sleeker and shinier.
Amazing. Amazing.
amazing.
They never saw it coming.
How is Chan transforming?
So Chen goes. I guess so. We're going to the tree. You said, right?
I was
Wherever
going to-
y'all wanna
But up to
Wherever you
you.
want to. Yeah.
wherever
Okay.
you want. You have a
So-
public bathroom, a changing room,
A
in the
tree.
open,
anywhere.
a tree.
Okay. So I will go to like if there is a bench by the lake by the
Yep.
thing, I will go sit on. I'm assuming it's like metal or wood or something.
Yeah.
That looks as drab as I feel. So I'm going to sit on it, and I'm going to sort of as if you. It looks like I'm closing some wings over my body. So I do that, and then you see, like if you were looking, which why would you be? There is sort of like a green. The sort of reflection you would get if you were looking at water with a lot of algae on it, sort of that mist around me. And when you see Myra, like there's these magnificent black, almost velvety wings that form behind her. They're absolutely useless. It's just for effect. And has this almost glowy dark green hair, but is wearing black from head to toe because some things do not change, and also has like this really. I don't know why I had the same idea, but I was gonna say I'm carrying like black eyeliner.
Nailed it.
Gorgeous, wonderful, stunning, amazing. Zaire, how are you transforming?
Sure. As he's just like trying to like skate away to somewhere, to not be seen, he just keeps skating, and then he just like says like, Thunder mode active, and then like a gate appears in front of him as he just skates through the gate. As it's like the light kind of forms into like shining. Thunderheart extreme, and then like armor starts like boom, magnetizing onto his body in this weird space. Blue armor starts forming, turning over this powered armor, going covering over his face until not rockets, but like lightning energy starts shooting out of his feet. His skates have turned into the part of the armor as he just zooms out of the gate and lands. Thunderheart Blue, activate. Like,
I love
I
it.
love that.
That's amazing.
That is gorgeous.
Mhm.
And last but never least, Dinky, how are you transforming? You are keeping watch. How are you transforming here?
Dinky just looks around and is like, I'm never hiding who I am again. And you just see as Dinky has a purple jacket that she takes off, and so it just the bottom shirt underneath it is like a training bra, or not, sorry, like a sports bra kind of situation. And
I was
then
gonna say that means something completely
no, sorry. It's just like I was thinking of the training outfit, and I've combined and boxer shorts that are like underneath the baggy pants. So just both of those just come off like very casually, like just the tear off style thing. Punch my knuckle dusters together, and they turn into like boxing gloves. And then you just see me kind of like do this motion as my eyes get covered, so that I have like a wrestling mask on, and that's it.
Oh, that's sick as hell. You know what? I loved all of your transformations so much, and I am a benevolent GM. Y'all can have a hold 1 for the rest of the game, so that's a +1 that y'all can use, because I liked your transformation, because I'm a cool GM. Anyway,
The best.
I conform to genre. Anyway, so you all are now transformed. You've converged. You're back on the lake, and you all are preparing to ambush, capture, prevent all the things that you want to do. So we already have Chen, who is going to attempt to free someone if they show up. What is everyone else wanting to do? You don't have to have something prepped, but I want to give you all the opportunity because you do have the drop on whomever is about to come here.
Thunderheart Blue is going to take to the sky because he has the ability to fly. So it's like little rocket boots, just like, and he just starts skating up, and then he's just literally airborne, so he can just like kind of get an aerial look on like what's happening underwater, and hopefully, try and do it so he's a little avoiding attention to the other tone. Like they're all looking down at the little show, and like he's up in the sky, like don't act suspicious. Don't act suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Just a guy in powered armor looking over a nice lake. Nothing to see here.
I think there's definitely a little sidebar where a child points out to the sky and goes, "Mommy, there's a big, massive blue eagle up there." And you like just fly by. The mother just looks up and she goes, "Oh, that's very nice, Bacha. That's so nice. Come, we have to go and sit down now."
I would just like to say that Chan/Myra looks up as Thunderbolt Blue. Thunderbolt Blue is
Thunderheart.
Thunderheart Blue is flying up, looks at their own wings and goes, "He's lucky he's cute."
Okay, that's so cute. Anyone else? Anyone else wants to prep something?
Yeah, I think Server's going to just like climb to like some slightly high ground, like obviously not as high as Thunderheart Blue. Like maybe they just like try to get like up on like a building and give up and then just take the stairs. I'll say that. But they're just kind of looking across the lake, and I want to just prepare, be vigilant.
Cool. What does that do?
It's like the normal move, be vigilant.
Oh, okay, be vigilant. So I thought it was a special one that you had. Okay.
I mean, I will use my everything will be fine to roll mystical for that, but that will happen when that happens.
Yeah, okay, so when you face a potentially dangerous threatening situation, you can attempt to be vigilant. All right. Go ahead and roll for me. And then just for my reference, because this is about how you are responding by being vigilant, right? So I just want to know for what happens next. Anyone else wants to prepare or do anything? Yes, go ahead, Indrani.
Yes. I would like to use my move, It All Fits Together. As a dreamer,
Okay.
in my dreams, I've seen the sands of time and the fates of thread. What? No, I messed that up completely. However, when I roll, I can choose from like a bunch of different options, and one of the
Uh-huh.
options is the target loses something, and I know where it is. And I would like to hold
Okay.
that should if I successfully roll for
Okay.
whatever emerges from the waters. I would like
Okay.
to take something from them that will hopefully hinder their mission today.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Dinky, what is there anything you'd like to prepare before things hit the fan?
I am pretty good. The only thing I wanted to do with my Polaroid that has now turned into more and something even bigger. It's like a chunkier old style Polaroid, and essentially is like a stun weapon. Is I wanted to keep that ready in case I saw someone attacking. I could stun them with a flash from the Polaroid.
Wow. Set cameras to stun.
Yep.
DM,
You
so
are- Yeah, what did you roll?
I use my rule, like my move, everything will be fine.
Yeah. Go
Which
ahead.
lets me use mystical for my bewilderment checks. So I got an 8. Okay.
You got 8. So you hold 1. Amazing. So you get another hold 1 +1 that you can use later. And you get to ask me a question. I'm gonna let you mull over those questions because as you are being vigilant, I think what happens in this moment for you, server, is that you are paying attention. I think you're sat upon. You tried to climb onto like a fishing hut, but realized you couldn't do that. So you're just kind of like on the steps, like right by it, to take a look at what's happening over the lake. Everyone is positioned and ready to intervene should anything arise out of the lake, the hole in the lake. And you see a streak of blue, yellow, and green moving swiftly from the western side, zipping through the water underneath the ice, and then converge right underneath that water. And in a burst of color, of camp, and gloriousness, is a masculine figure with thick black hair that's cut into a mullet with streaks of like blue and green streaked through the hair. They're wearing these gorgeous robes, almost feathered like, with a large wing-like cape as he bursts forth from the ice of yellow, blue, and green. And he spins up, pirouetting like a ballerina out of the water and just goes, "It is I, the glorious blue macaw!" And as soon as that happens, who wants to unleash and punish the shit out of this man?
I'm releasing a flash right away. I'm like, enough.
You release the flash and he goes, "Oh, my eyes!" And you see that he's emerged out, so the water has like propelled him upwards, bursting through the ice. And he goes, "Oh, my eyes!" And he like begins like diving down like a bird that's kind of like lost its vision and its trajectory. There's who else wants to do things?
There is this moment in time, this singular split second where I'm like, he's incredible. Do we really need to stop this? But I come to my senses, trying to focus on the matter at hand, my play, and I will also trigger my move. It all fits together, and because I rolled a 9, I can spend 1 hold to force the target to lose something, and I'll know where it is.
Okay. I'll give you a choice.
Okay.
Of 3 things. That is the macaw's signature fan that is at his belt that he uses as a weapon. There is a bracer that the macaw has that they use to defend themselves. And there is a pouch that the macaw has that usually has a bunch of little trinkets and things like that. What would you like to remove?
we're all a bit spread out, right? There's not really a moment right now to, discuss. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
make the split-second decision to steal the pouch.
All right. You steal the pouch, and it kind of like envelops the little pouch area as they're diving downwards, in these beautiful bright pink glitter. Zoop! And I think it falls right by your side.
Yes.
You know where
and
it
it's
is.
like chunky glitter, the one that you can't get rid of.
Oh
And,
no!
and I pick it up and I'm like,
You hear the macaw going, "Ah, I think I must have dropped something. Chan, I'm pretty sure this is the perfect opportunity for you to do something as they're like diving down.
So how far would you say they are from me?
They are now probably they're entering like touchable distance to you. They're like, they were 10 feet above you, and now they're like 5 feet, and now they're really, really close to you now.
So if you don't know Jan very well, then this would not surprise you. If you have spent any time with Jan at all, this would be very disconcerting. So Jan goes, oh my god, are you okay? Can I help? And like reaches a hand out to
The macaws fall face first into the eyes, and it just goes,
so
yes, yep, ouchie, yes, please.
okay. So Myra / Chan is going to reach out, hold their hand, and freeze them in the place that they are. So that
Do
they
you need
can
to roll
move.
for that?
Do I? That's a good question.
Just let me know. I'm not sure. I forgot.
I'm just gonna check that. But hand restraining. Doesn't actually
Okay.
say.
Okay. Then if it doesn't say you have to
If
roll, then
it's,
it just
um,
kind of happens.
Yeah, if it's a weapon, then yeah, you do need to roll it. Otherwise, no. Like for me, the stun thing, I technically need to roll an attack for them to be actually stunned.
Mhm.
But that's if they actually.
I will say you don't need to roll for this one. I think y'all were so ahead for these two things that you don't need to roll for this.
Huzzah. So winter has come, and its name is Myra. Anyway, so
Ooh.
So I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna hold the macaw's hand, and aside from like just their, maybe like they can't move their head, but they can move their like mouth and eyes to like so that we can ask questions. And then I just like hold their hand, and I'm like, oh no, you're really stuck though.
I'm gonna like telepathically reach out to Myra and be like, Myra, why are you holding hands with the nemesis?
You don't know my type.
From up top we have a blue down. And I was like, oh, I guess that's her type. Oh, I guess. And I just like slow down.
Mental notes. You float down. You see the macaw in all of his glory, gorgeous blue eyeliner and so there's like white liner and blue eyeshadow that he's got going on. He is a gorgeous, gorgeous man, and looks upon you all, Asis, as server. This is your opportunity to choose what questions you would like to ask me.
Ooh, okay.
As the macaw looks at all of you surrounding them and just goes, of course, the meddling kids have found their way to stop me in this moment. Of course. What's the question you'd like to ask?
I want to ask, are there any dangers that I haven't noticed?
I will answer that in a hot second. What, Chen, what would you like to do before I let Redacted happen?
No, I was.
that's not scary at all.
what was the villain? Redacted, obviously. The redacted. No, I was.
Too
Sorry.
bad, guy with censorship.
Yes.
Not this.
Sorry, no, I was like Myra was just gonna be like, you cannot pause the bake is almost and do a bad job of it and then complain about the that's just not like what? That's so dumb.
Point taken.
You're so dumb. Your eyeliner game is on point, but you're so dumb.
When the macaw showed up, did he say I am the blue macaw, or did he just say the macaw?
Yes, you did.
They did say
so
the
like,
macaw.
yeah, so like, you know, even though we, member of the blue community, do not claim him, you know, there's probably Blue Thunderheart like thinks there might be some connection, you know, blue to blue, and he just says, "Listen," and like, he comes down, you know, trying to do like a heart out. Listen, I know that we've fought each other and all these things, but at least for tonight, can we? You know, this is a very special day for an individual who's definitely not one of us, and we want to make sure that this, you know, we don't have to fight. Maybe this is a way that we can try and, you know, find out what you really need, because, you know, we don't dislike you. I mean, like they said, you're on point in everything except your morality, and even that, you know.
My morality is on fleek.
You know.
So I was just going to like again just send out a telepathic thing. At that blue connection, we do dislike him.
Huh? What did you say?
We do dislike him. Correction.
Yes, we dislike what you're doing. Obvious. Yes, but please, is there some way that you can think?
We can't be compromising with evil.
That is literally what I'm doing. I'm trying to touch their heart. Please. At least some good in you.
So I mean, just sort of would like Myra would turn to Thunderheart Blue and go, "It's not. This is not one of the. He's not one of. They're not one of the coupons from your cafe. They're not redeemable."
Oh damn! And it is like there's no expiration date on redemption.
So we'll just send a message to everyone. Team alert, sick burn.
You all hear in your head, is there a way to turn this off?
Again, tell everyone, no.
You're all going to get roasted when you get back to base.
Thunderheart might be crying underneath the mask because that was a sick burn. He is going to try and, you know, touch the heart of the... Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Yes, that is, just double checking, that's roll emotional, which
Yep,
I have
roll
a
emotional.
+2 in. I am a peaceful soul, means, double checking. Yeah, so I roll +4. Here we go.
+4, all right.
I got a 10 total.
10. I'm looking for the specific mood.
I was like, it's so rare to have this opportunity. I have to abuse it.
No. Could you read to me what it says on 10 plus? Because
on 10 plus, they doubt their chosen course of action. All team members gain +2 to actions against them. This +2 goes away if the target takes damage. You form a competitive relationship with them.
I just don't remember it down.
Make note of all of those things, so you all have a +2 against the nemesis. And I think you all noticed something in this moment, and this is me answering your question, server. The macaw's feathers droop. They droop really sadly as they are sat here, frozen and surrounded by you all. You're all kind of like victoriously standing over them and laughing and making jokes. You've thwarted his plan yet again. What a joke, what a joke. And then you hear him say that. That's what you think of me, right? That I'm a little joke that you can just do whatever you want. And no one asks why the macaw does what the macaw does. No one wonders as to my needs or wants. And for once, and the macaw looks away at you, Thunderheart. Someone has finally asked that I didn't want to do. The danger you did not see is the bracer. That has been modified from the last time you have met this villain. I wish that you meddling kids never received the blessing of the founders. In fact, I wish, and the macaw like presses something against the bracelet with their free hand. I wish
that the time would have been different, and that the founders were never given their place. And with that, there is a deep rumbling that emerges from right beneath you as the ice cracks and shatters beneath all of you, and you hear a loud whooshing sound as a whirlpool of water within the lake begins to swallow you and take you, spinning you all within its vortex and making you succumb into the darkness, including the macaw, as all of you are now spun around in a vortex. Time, space, gravity all shift around you, and the last thing you see is the bright little fairy lights of the stage until you all hit the ground.
Oh,
And that is where we'll go stop for a break. Thank you everyone so much. Thank you for the donations so far. We are acknowledging it that Indani, you do have a reroll.
Thank you.
We will go and take a much deserved break, 5 to 10 minutes. We'll be back and we will see where our intrepid heroes have emerged. Thank you all so much. We'll see you there. Take care, everyone.
Yeah.